I spent $100 on Middle Eastern shawarma. Link in the description. There's so many awesome vegetables in here and something that kind of tastes like mayonnaise, but other than that, it just kind of pretty much tastes salty. This yellow wrap doesn't really particularly taste like any curry flavor that I was expecting or something like that. Again, even the red burrito kind of just tastes like salted meat, no special flavors in particular. The fries with their specialty orange and white sauce kind of just taste like something sour, a little bit creamy, and a little bit spicy. The salad is giving me very Greek salad vibes with the olives and the feta cheese. Those are pretty much the strongest flavors that stand out there. I was never a big fan of falafels, but these falafels are so good. They have like a certain type of spice to them where you eat it and it's just so rich and flavorful and so tasty, honestly. This meat has a sort of gaminess taste to it, but it's not too gamey, but it almost kind of tastes like a wild animal a little bit. For something so red in color, I was expecting something to be a little bit more flavorful, but this is just kind of like mild salted meat, so just a little bit disappointed. The rice is very nice because sometimes rice, when it's like really old, it tastes kind of stale and hard to chew, but this tastes pretty fresh. These beans don't really seem to have any flavor, at least compared to the rest. It's a little spicy, but other than that, it doesn't seem to have its own kind of unique flavor. But to be fair, I've never been too fond of beans. I'm quite impressed because normally French fries, after you leave them out for a little while you're setting all of this up, it tends to just not be tasty anymore. But these still taste pretty good, even when they're kind of cold. These are just so super soft and chewy. Really good. This bread is pretty nice and fresh, and it has a pretty good thickness to it. When you add the orange and white flavors on top, it kind of tastes like sour, creamy sourdough bread. What I love about this is that it's so thick that you could just put a straw straight in the middle and it'll just stand up on its own. This tastes like very thick mango smoothie, basically. These turnips are probably the reason why these wraps seem to be so salty. The turnips that I had back in Montreal, they were just a little bit salty, but mostly sour. And I love sourness, so that was really good. The thing I liked the most was the falafel because it's actually so flavorful. And now that I think about it, that flavor was probably cumin. So I really like that. The thing I like the least, probably these beans. They don't really have any flavor, and beans to me have always been kind of dry after you chew it for a while. So I don't really like that texture. I'll give this a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 6. Subscribe!